Okay. As requested, some of the parents, the YouTube videos are there. Every day I will upload the videos on YouTube. So you can always access any class you miss. So today we are going to start chapter 5. Before that, let's do the opening prayers. Om.
अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानजनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं
स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं भूतं कदं मह्यं भूत्वा पदान्तिकम्
वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवं च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा
सजीवं सादवेदं सवधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा श्रीविशाखान्वितं च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु
जगत्पते
गोपिका
गोपीश
कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोस्तुते
नमोस्तुते
तप्त
तप्तकाञ्चन
गौरङ्गी
वरानसी
राधे
राधे
वृषभानुसुते देवी
वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये
पञ्चकल्पातरुभ्यश्च
गुरुभ्यश्च कृपा
सिन्धुभ्यैव च
सिन्धुभ्येव च
पतितानां
पतितानां
पावनेभ्यो
पावनेभ्यो
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
नमो
ओम
विष्णुपादाय
विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिने नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे स्वरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी
जय
पाश्चात्य
श्री कृष्ण
कृष्ण
चैतन्य प्रभु
चैतन्य प्रभु
नित्यानंद
नित्यानंद
श्री अद्वैत
श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि
हरे
हरे
कृष्णा
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे
हरे
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण Rohan, Dev Sarthi today, please. Rohan, Rohan, are you there? Oh, oh, Rohan is there.
Um, I'm here.
Yes, please. Narsim Dev Sarthi, please.
Namaste Narasimhaya
Namaste.
Adonai Hiranyakashi Purvakshaha
हिरण्यकाशि
Ilatanaka Nakalaye
शिलतनका
Ito Nasimho Parato Nasimho Yato Yato Yami Tato Nasimho
yato 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 nasimha
Ahe Nasimho Hidade Nasimho Narashim Narmadim Sharanam Prapade
Naranam tapate
Vakara Kamalavare Adbhuta Shringaram Dalita Hiranyakashiputa
ललिता हिरण्यकशिपु
केशवद्रीता नरहरिरूपा हे जगदीश हरे हे जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
सगुदेता हरि रूपा जगदीश हरे जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
जय नरसिंहदेव 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 जय नरसिंहदेव
जय नरसिंहदेव 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 जय नरसिंहदेव
जय प्रहलाद महाराज oh where'd it go
Oh, on the
जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज
Jaya Prahlad
जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज
जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह
Jaya Prahlad
प्रहलाद नरसिम्हा जय प्रहलाद नरसिम्हा जय प्रहलाद नरसिम्हा जय प्रहलाद
जय
नरसिम्हा
लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह
जय लक्ष्मी नरसिम्हा जय लक्ष्मी नरसिम्हा जय लक्ष्मी नरसिम्हा जय लक्ष्मी नरसिम्हा
I go to Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, I go to Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaur Hari Bol.
बोल हरि बोल हरि
Nitai Gaur
बोल
Hari Bol.
हरि बोल
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhu.
जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय
Jaya
प्रभुपाद
Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva.
Jaya
जय
Guru Deva.
गुरुदेवा
Guru Deva.
गुरुदेवा
Guru Deva. Jaya Guru
गुरुदेवा
Deva.
जय गुरुदेवा
हरि बोल हरे कृष्णा नरसिंह की जय प्रहलाद महाराज की जय प्रभुपाद की जय गुरुदेव महाराज की जय निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल हरे कृष्ण थैंक यू सो वेरी मच रोहन such a nice way we did it. All right, okay, let's go forward and then do Hare Krishna Mahamant. Adi, would you like to start Hare Krishna Mahamant, please?
Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
हरे कृष्णा
Krishna,
कृष्णा कृष्णा
Krishna, Hare
हरे हरे
Hare Rama,
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
Adi, Adi, we can't hear you.
I'll do it a little bit louder. Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare 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 Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare. All right, Adi, it's very hard to hear you. I'm glad you did it. Avni, would you like to do that, please? The Hare
Yes,
Krishna,
Prabhuji.
please. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hey, enough.
Rama
Hold on.
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
What is coming? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare Krishna. Arnav, would you like to do Hare Krishna Mahamantra, please?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Very nice, please.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama, Rama,
Rama, Rama,
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Arnav. Very nice. So, Hani, would you like to do Hare Krishna Mahamantra, please?
Yes.
Please, go on.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Very nice. So good. Right. Adi has done it. Arnav has done it. Avni has done it. Rohan did the Narasimha. Suhani has done it. And Krishna Chaitanya. Would you like to do Hare Krishna mantra, please?
Oh, yes, my brother wants to.
Oh, Hari Bol. Please, it will be a pleasure to hear to Govinda.
Okay, Govind say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. I don't think he wants to. Can I?
Yes, please. So that was
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hari Hari Bol. Yes, so nice. Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram.
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram.
Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram.
Hare Rama, Hare. You can put me on mute, Prabhu.
No, it's good. It's good. It's very good to hear. Hare Krishna. Hare Hare. So nice. Okay. So Tanmay has just joined. And it's a very good timing. Would you would you like to do Hare Krishna Mahamantra, please?
Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Um, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
No, this way.
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
No, this
Hare,
way. Stop.
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Wait. Okay. Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Very nice, Tanmay. Thank you so much. And Jai is also here. Jai, would you like to do Hare Krishna Mahamantra, please?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, please.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama.
Hare Hare. Hari Hari Bo, Hare Krishna. Very nice. Kani, would you like to do Hare Krishna Mahamantra as well, please?
I already did it.
Okay. So,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Rama,
Hare Ram,
Rama,
Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Very nice. Thank you, Kana. Thank you for that. It was very, very nice. So, glad. I think we have done it. Let's do chapter 5. So, we revised the 4 chapters and we are going to revise chapter 5 now. We're going to do chapter 5. That's what I should say. That's what Aryan is saying. Hmm. Hare Krishna. Yeah, Swani is sharing very nice verse from Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam. Would you like to read it, Sohani?
Yes.
Please.
The only real way we can minimize our problem is to surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead and give ourselves up to Him protection. The Lord, being all powerful, can make arrangements to mitigate our painful life in material existence.
Hare Krishna. Yes. Very nice. It's a very nice verse and very nice picture as well of the Lord. Thank you for that, Sohani. So we will do the chapter 5 now. Let's start chapter 5. Right. So we have seen chapter 3 was Karma Yoga. So the Krishna said the actions. Chapter 4 was transcendental knowledge. The knowledge Krishna has said we should take. So now we are going to join both the chapters. Chapter 3rd and chapter 4th will be joined here. So Krishna is saying, I've given you the knowledge now. I've given you the gyan. I've given you the transcendental knowledge. Now do the karma. Now do the action. अर्नव
Yes.
आपको मालूम है ट्रांसेंडेंटल क्या होता है ट्रांसेंडेंटल को हिंदी में कहते हैं दिव्य, और उसका इंग्लिश में एक और नाम है डिवाइन। आपने सुना है कभी कोई ऐसा कहता है कि ओ दिस इज आउट ऑफ दिस वर्ल्ड? कभी कभी लोग ऐसा कहते हैं, ओ हाउ वाज द एक्सपीरियंस, ओ दैट एक्सपीरियंस वाज आउट ऑफ दिस वर्ल्ड। नाउ व्हाट इज आउट ऑफ दिस वर्ल्ड? Out of this world is divine, transcendental, which is beyond our senses. From our senses, from our material senses, we cannot perceive that. So, okay, right. So, may I request, Tanmay, would you like to read the first two bullet points in this slide, please? Okay, not sure if Tanmay could hear. Okay,
What
maybe.
was the question?
Oh, yeah. First two bullet points. Would you like to read it?
Okay.
Thank you.
Arjuna is still confused though he has heard transcendental knowledge from Krishna. Should he renounce activities, jhana, or should he perform his duty, karma?
Very nice. Thank you. So this is what happens. Even though Krishna has given the transcendental knowledge, but Arjun doesn't get it. And the basically reason Arjun is asking these questions, because Arjun knew, Krishna knew that 5,000 years later, the people in Kali like us, we would need this knowledge. Imagine if Krishna would have said to Arjun, Arjun, surrender it to me and do everything in my Krishna consciousness. And then Arjun would have said, okay, that's it. Bhagavad Gita would have been just one or two verses. Then how would we understand? So that's why Arjun is asking the questions again and again, just to clarify. So nobody will have any new questions. Sorry? Right. Okay. So that's why Arjun is asking now. So in chapter 3, you said do the karma. In chapter 4, you said take the knowledge. So should I take the knowledge or should I take the do the karma? And what Krishna is going to say? Krishna is going to say, don't you think that these two things are different? They both are on the same path. Therefore, chapter 5 opens with a question similar to the one Arjuna asked at the beginning of chapter 3. Which is better, work or renunciation of work? Renunciation of work is to leave the work. What do you think Arjun will say? Sorry, Krishna will say. Anyone? So Arjun is asking Krishna, which is better, to work or not to work? What do you think Krishna will say now?
I think it's work, Prabhuji.
Work.
Yes,
Work.
that's right. Yes. Thank you, Avni, and thank you, Jay. So Krishna will say, of course, work. Krishna is saying, NKY, Nishkam Karm Yog, is equal to, but easier than Gyan. Like, even the Gyanis can reach to me. They can reach to me. But if you will do Nishkam Karm Yoga with devotional service, then you can reach me easier. And then how to do NKY? So in chapter 3, Krishna explained what is NKY. Now Krishna is going to give even more details, right? And then we will find out the 13, 14, 15, 16 in the four verses. There are three types of doers. So who is doing? Is it the soul? Or is it Krishna? Or is it the three modes of material nature? Who is doing everything? अर्नव, आप ड्राइंग
Yes.
कर रहे हैं? कौन ड्राइंग बना रहा है? अर्नव ड्राइंग कर रहे हैं कि कृष्णा ड्राइंग कर रहे हैं?
Kishan ji.
किशन जी ड्राइंग कर रहे हैं. ओके, अर्नव नोज इट ऑल. अर्नव को सब मालूम है. अर्जुन, okay. So we are going to see that. Now then we will go further and Krishna will explain that so we have two types of souls in our body. We have a soul then we have a super soul. We have two souls, right? And then Krishna will explain a little bit of what we call Ashtanga Yoga. And we will see what Ashtanga Yoga is, because in chapter 6, we will do a lot more about Ashtanga Yoga. And then right at the end, Krishna will give a peace formula. And that will be perfect for us. Yeah. Remember we said that Bhagavad Gita go 18 chapters, and then we can divide into 3. So 18 divided by 3 is 6. Then we have first 6 chapters, middle 6 chapters, and the end 6 chapters. The first 6 chapters, Karma Yoga. The middle 6 chapters, Bhakti Yoga or devotional. And then the last one, Jnana or knowledge. So the very first 6, which is on karma, then the last sixth one is on Ashtanga Yoga, also called Dhyan Yoga. Dhyan is like meditation. So we will see this chapter is the kind of final chapter in Karma Yoga. So that's why it's so important. This is fifth. Okay, RN is clarifying. Is the fifth? Yes. So first 6 chapters are there in Karma Yoga, but the sixth chapter we will see it's more on yoga. It's more on Ashtanga Yoga. It's more on Dhyan Yoga, like meditation, how to do that. So in that respect, the fifth chapter, this chapter is going to be the final chapter for Karma Yoga. And then Krishna will move more from chapter 7. Krishna will move to Bhakti Yoga, which is devotional. And that's the basic thing. But again, Krishna is going to repeat, because Arjun is going to ask the similar questions again and again. For whom? For us. So let's see what Krishna says. So first six verses we will see. Okay. Well, I hope everyone can see the slides.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Great. Thank you, Avni. So, in the text 1, the very first text, what Arjun says, Arjun is asking the question. The question,
Prabhuji,
yes, please.
which chapter are we doing?
We are doing 5th chapter. Chapter,
Okay.
yeah. So, chapter 3 is on karma, action. Chapter 4 is transcendental knowledge, which is in Hindi, Divya Gyan, the knowledge. So, second one was the summary. Third one is Karma Yoga, action. Fourth one is on Gyan, knowledge. And now we are doing fifth one. And the fifth one is the one where we are going to combine these two together. The knowledge of action, how we should do the action. And what kind of actions? Nishkam Karma Yoga, NKY. So Arjun is asking, which is better, renunciation or work? Knowledge and work, like light and darkness, are contradictory. So this is what Arjun is thinking, that these two things are separate. But Krishna is saying renunciation and work are not opposite. They are the same, on the same path. And now Krishna is going to explain a bit more about it. So the goal is same. You got to work. So you don't, Krishna is not saying don't work. Krishna is saying work. Krishna is not saying renounce. Renounce means leave somebody or something. When you leave somebody or something, then you say renounce. So Krishna is saying renounce, not work, but the fruits of the work. And if you will do this, then rather than renouncing the world, a lot of people, they renounce the world, they go in the mountain, and though they go in the cave, in jungles, and then they do the high, very, very austere meditation there, very strict meditation. And now this is what Krishna is saying. Then that's what we will see is called Dhyan Yoga. When people go meditation, it's part of Gyan Yoga. Well, it could be classed as part of Gyan Yoga, but that's what we call renunciation of work. When people leave everything. But what Krishna is saying, that that's very hard. Rather than leaving the work, what you should do, you should renounce the fruits of the work. So we should not be attached to the fruits of the work, but we should always be busy in working. Why? Because this is the easier way of doing it. If we will go in the jungle and start doing it, then it will be very hard for us. But if we will do it here, and rather than renouncing the work, we will renounce the fruits of the work. That will be much, much easier for us. Right? That's what Krishna is saying. Let's see what Krishna says in the next verse. Okay. Now, who understands this slide? This is a very interesting slide. It says, okay, let's analyze further. Let's think through renunciation. The fundamental is renunciate all the senses and interactions. So the people who leave everything and go in the mountain or in the desert or in the cave, in jungle, people go different places. The idea is they leave the world. Well, not the world, but they leave. They don't interact with anyone, and then they try to do it. But there is a big problem. Anybody knows what's the problem there? Those people, those sages, when they leave everything and go in the mountain, there is a big problem there. Okay, that was a big sigh. What do you think is a problem? Arjun is asking Krishna, what are you saying? Shall I leave this Mahabharat battle and shall I go and do the meditation? And Krishna is saying, no, don't do that. What do you think? Why? Anybody would like to guess? Why is it hard for the people who will go?
Can't do the duty anymore.
That's right, yes. Very nice. Thank you, Jay. So Aryan said because they will have to suffer a lot. Yes, that's true as well. And then Jay said that because they won't be doing their duties. And that's so true. Because the idea is not to stop work. The idea is to stop desiring the fruits of the work. So even if somebody will leave and go in the mountain, that doesn't mean that he has renounced the fruits. He has renounced the work. And whenever he will start doing some work, then again the desire will be there. So he will not achieve anything, not at all. So that's why we should understand. We don't need to renounce the work. We should not stop the work. We need to renounce the desires of the fruits. Mm. Okay. So, what do you think this slide is saying? It says everything belongs to Krishna. Not even your teeth belong to you. So it's basically making fun of those people who leave everything. Then what do you want to leave? There was a time when there was a very nice devotee of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ji, and he said, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I'm going to leave my body.
Let's
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Is that your little sister, Sohani?
Yes.
Very nice. Hare Krishna. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ji said, devotee, that this body is not yours. This body is mine. So why do you think you can renounce something which is not yours? How can you? Can you? Arnav,
Yes.
अगर मैं आपको पेंसिल दूं और आप उस पेंसिल को बिन में डाल सकते हो, फेंक दोगे उस पेंसिल को? अगर मैं आपको एक पेंसिल दूं, आपको मुझसे पूछना पड़ेगा ना कि प्रभु जी आपने इसको पेंसिल दी है, मैं फेंक दूं इसको?
Yeah, I know. I think I know the answer to this.
Okay, Adi knows it. Adi, come on, let us know, please.
It's Krishna's materials that he he is a president as you. So as you die, when you die, he's gonna get the material, like your body back. That's what you're trying to say.
Well, if I got you right, if you're saying material, then not really, because see, this body is not going to help anyone.
Something like that. The pencil. We're a body, and
Yeah,
we're a pencil, and,
yes,
and Krishna is giving the pencil to the body
yes,
to us.
yes.
This
Very nice.
pencil as
Yes. Okay. The way Adi has put forward the point is very nice. So what Adi said, like if I have given pencil to Arnav, then it's my pencil. And Arnav doesn't have a right to it. What Arnav can do is Arnav can use that pencil. Similarly, Krishna has given this body to us. What we should not do is put this body in torture or just make bad use of this body. We should engage this body in devotional service, right? It's like teacher will give us in the school, we get the notebook, right? Teacher will give us the notebook, teacher will give us the pencil. Now, if we are making good use of that notebook, we are making notes in that notebook, and we are doing the homework in that notebook, the teacher will be happy that good job. I gave you the notebook and you're making good use of it. But imagine if
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Very nice. So imagine rather than taking notes in that notebook, if somebody will tear down or started tearing those pages out of the notebook and make the paper plane, aeroplane, and start playing with it. It's like damaging the notebook. Will the teacher happy? Teacher will say, why did I give this notebook to you? You will say, no, this is my notebook. I can do whatever I like. Teacher will say, what? Well, this is not your notebook. I gave this notebook to you. It's only yours if you want to use it for good work. If you don't want to use it, give this notebook back to me. I will give it to another sincere student who can make better use of it. And this is what Krishna is saying. Krishna is saying nothing belongs to you. Right? And think about it. In our body, we have so many organs. We have eyes. Yeah. Now, do we have control over the eyelids? You know the eyelids, they keep closing down. Do we have control over it? Can we control it? Me, not for long.
We can, but if you control it for we can control it, but if you control it for a long time, then the water will come from it.
Yes, that's right. But basically, yes, you might able to control it for 1 second, 2 seconds, maybe 5 seconds, maybe 6 seconds. But very soon you will realize we don't have control over that. Now we also have a heart beating in our body. Do we have control over our heart?
No,
No. So see,
we can once our life is over. We
yeah,
can when our life is over.
yeah. Well, when the life is there, then we don't have control. Once the life is over, then we can't even claim that this body is ours. So once the soul has left the body, that's it. The body does not belong to the soul. No. So this is what Krishna is saying, and this is what we should always remember, that we need to use everything for Krishna consciousness. We should never make things go waste, because Krishna has given these things to us to make good use of it. Okay. Now what does this say? So in the text 2, Krishna is clarifying that look at this. Everything, whatever you have, you better put together in the service of Krishna. And if you will do that, that's much, much, much better than thinking, oh, I'm not going to do anything. Some people think, oh, we're gonna die. What's the point? What's the point of working hard? Because one day we're gonna die. So better not die. It's like a child will wake up in the morning and mother will say, come on, go for a shower or take a bath. And the child will say, what's the point? I'm going to get dirty anyways. And mother will say, okay, no problem. Then the child will say, I'm hungry, give me some food. And mother will say, well, what's the point of giving food? You'll be hungry again anyways. So the child will say, but I'm hungry, give me food. And mother will say, okay, you're dirty, go clean yourself. And then the child will understand, yes. So it's a continuous process. We get dirty, we keep ourselves clean. We make ourselves clean. We get hungry, we feed our body. Similarly, we every day we need to remind ourselves that we need to be in Krishna consciousness. We need to, whatever we have, we need to put together for Krishna. And then, if somebody will do, what will happen? It says that person will be happy. That person will not hate anyone, and that person will not desire anything. So if you think, okay, who remember when you were unhappy last time? Okay, let's ask Arnav. Arnav,
Yes.
आप लास्ट टाइम कब गुस्सा हुए थे? अर्नव सोच रहे हैं. Okay, Sohani, Arnav सोच रहे हैं. Arnav is thinking. Sohani, do you remember when last time you were angry or you were upset?
Yes.
Yes. What was the reason? If you can share with us, please.
I don't know the reason, but I know it was yesterday. I know it was. I know one.
Okay, all right. Adi, please.
It's starting from today. The
Okay,
morning.
but what was the reason behind it? You don't have to tell us exact thing, but you can give us the.
Dad, it's because my dad tilted my cycle.
Okay, sorry, Adi could not hear you. You said your dad.
Tilted my cycle,
Your.
and I fell off the road.
Oh right. Okay. So you, if you think of it, you desired that. So there was a desire that you will not fall, or you desire that your father will always hold on to the bike.
Yeah, and then I fell on the road.
Yes, then you fell on the road. So if you think about it, there was a desire in it. Now, if the desire was not there, you wouldn't have gone upset. Anybody else? Okay, Arnav. Arnav,
जब मैं गिरता हूँ, जिस चीज से मैं गिरता हूँ ना, मुझे उसके ऊपर गुस्सा आता है.
okay. Arnav said, if I fall down on something, then I get angry. Now think about it. Arnav, आप सोचिए, आपके रूम के अंदर एक चेयर है ना? आप रूम के अंदर आए और आपको ने देखा कि आपको फटाफट क्रिकेट खेलने जाना है और आपने देखा चेयर के पीछे आपकी आपका बैट रखा है, क्रिकेट बैट. So Arnav is after the cricket bat, and Arnav will quickly go grab the bat and turn. As soon as he turns, he hits the chair. Arnav hits the chair, and then Arnav will get upset or angry. Now think about it. Arnav hit the chair. Chair did not hit Arnav. Chair was happily there. But Arnav came and Arnav hit the chair. Arnav should say, sorry, chair, I hit you by mistake. But what Arnav would do? Arnav would get angry. Now it's not only Arnav. If you think about it, we all do the same. Whenever we hit something, then we get angry. We get upset. Yes, of course, it hurts us. But if physically it hurts, no problem. We can get upset. But there is no need to get angry on it. Angry is the mental thing. Physical pain, if we have, yes, that's physical. And we can understand that.
So remember chapter 3 was in chapter 2. As soon as you get hurt,
Yes?
say
Yes.
Krishna. Remember you said that?
Yes, yes. If you will say that, then you will always think of Krishna and you will never ever get upset. Yes, it might pain you a little bit, but you will not get angry. You will remember that it was your mistake. It was not Chair's mistake or anybody else's mistake. Okay, but great. It's very nice. We did a bit of discussion. Now, because only a couple of minutes left, let's do one Hare Krishna and then we will end up now.
Can I do Hare Krishna?
Please go for it, Adi.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
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 Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare Hare
Rama Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Rama Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare Rama
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 Rama Hare
Rama
Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Thank you. Okay, Avi. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. It's been such a nice class, nice session. It's always good to see you. And I will see you tomorrow. And we will continue with chapter 5 further. And we will see what Krishna and Arjun discuss. Yes, please.